Today's MAHA Voices episode is about Scarlett, an immigrant from China who saw firsthand how totalitarian governments work. Her escape from China to the United States came as the communist government cracked down on an opposition political party that Scarlett was associated with. Her political interest came through Robert Kennedy's dedication to the Constitution, free speech, and his presidential run. Scarlett is a person who saw the heavy-handed response of COVID and became activated to speak out against the government tendencies she recognized from her past. Scarlett lives in California and is now actively volunteering to knock on doors in swing states like Nevada and Arizona for Donald Trump.
I arrived in the US at a time of desperation. My friends, who were trying to form an opposition party in China, were thrown into prison for sentences of over a decade. I became a pariah due to guilt by association. But for 2 decades since my arrival, I never had an interest in American politics. My upbringing is that staying away from public affairs is a virtue. Capitulating to authorities is the basis of one's survival. My awakening came gradually from living through COVID countermeasures. First came the lockdown, then the crackdown of medical information, and subsequently vaccine mandates. I went along with it until in late 2021, when the public health agencies started to push COVID shots to young children. Luckily, that triggered my mama bear instinct. I started to do my own research. In January 2022, I came across Bobby Kennedy's Defeat the Mandate speech and was blown away by his courage, the truth he exposed, and his unparalleled eloquence to convey the truth to his audience. I was overjoyed when he announced his presidential run. I started to volunteer for his grassroots campaign. I found myself aligned with his values and policies more than anybody else's, especially with regard to health. I found it deeply troubling that California legislature is constantly pushing bills to expand childhood vaccine schedule, take away all of our rights to opt out of medical mandates. Bobby was, as I saw it, my pathway to take back my rights as a parent and my rights to my own body. I gladly accepted the role of coordinator and point person for my county. We tabled, we canvassed, we tried to form a new political party to put Kennedy's name on the ballot. We spoke to as many voters as humanly possible wherever we went. Despite DNC's sabotaging efforts, Kennedy was gaining momentum slowly but steadily. In the weeks preceding the endorsement, however, I noticed things were quieting down. The reality of Kennedy's lack of traction started to hit. And when rumors came that he was dropping out to endorse Trump, I fell into a deep depression. The only hope I was reaching for was evaporating before my very eyes. But in spite of my personal emotions, I trusted Bobby's judgment, his vision, his integrity, and most importantly, his capabilities to work things out under the most difficult circumstances. Trump is now surrounding himself with the most intelligent and conscientious public servants and formed his transition team early to ensure a functional and efficient government the moment he takes office come January. Everything that Trump has demonstrated since the endorsement has given me confidence that the hope I felt lost is more tangible than ever. He is now my pathway to all the miracles Bobby can make happen in Washington, D.C.